Welcome back, folks, to Pillars of Eternity. Let's go into the crypt, shall we? Survival skills used to identify plants, creatures, and other knowledges of the natural world in conversation.
Alright then.
Let's talk to this guy. Little girl cowers in the back of the tomb. Her face is streaked with dirt, and even in the shadows you can tell that she is far too thin. She watches you holding her breath. It's alright, you're safe. She inches towards the candlelight. Her clothing is a little bit... You have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. And stands stock still, looking at the girl as if a wounded rabbit. It looks like she's been around for weeks. My name is Zelda. Are you hiding from them too? She watches the door and vault. You're Zelda? I came across some during in the house. You saw mother and father and Emo. How did you get away? Those aren't your parents anymore. She picks at a thumbnail and watching you. She nods slowly. Tell me what happened to you. Her legs tremble. Never mind. Where's your family? At the house. Mother told me to hide and not let anyone in. I heard a lot of noise, fighting and yelling. Her eyes glazed over. Then Mother told me to open the door again, but she didn't sound right. Where are the hungry people? You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? It's still dangerous, but the path of the gate should be clear. Run for it. Won't let anything catch me, I promise. Safe haven. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Scarab figure used once per rest. Perhaps we should
Time to see and not be seen.
sneak a little. There we go. Take that as well. This among the candles are odds and ends of family works with the trees. Vault is shut sticky with cobwebs.
Yeah.
Hey.
Alright, I think we're good. Saved a little girl. It's good enough. And now you see what's the main event. Let's go take this on. So we'll see if anything else happens. She's currently got a spear, but where was that little summoned Ari beetle? Once per rest, so that's kind of nice. She could get the party started with a beetle.
Yeah.
And once the summon's been created, should be good to go from there.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
Alright, triage. Let's go ahead and triage our main hero. There we go.
Hey.
Alright. Massive door, and just speak the words to link key alcohol. Hear a rumble and crank from hidden tumblers of the doors unlock. Let us enter. Barbarians have many abilities that make them well suited for engaging groups.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and sneak.
No problem.
Undying heritage. Get to the top of the tower. Easily done.
Let's go.
Charge.
I'm here.
Let's go ahead and transform into a wolf.
Onward, charge! You're not getting through me.
Take him out.
Varathis!
Alright.
Ready, Watcher.
Where are we at?
Time to see and not be seen.
Day 7, a week of study, and we're still none the wiser of this device. Rena remains optimistic. I don't know what I'll do without his spirit. Who's there? Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Rena has allowed me to accompany you on a number of expeditions. I'm writing to you from inside an ancient Gith tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters there our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettled place at times, but Master Rena has been a constant comfort. He is quick to remind me that things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Warren's legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Dr. Rena likes to get up early. All my love. Mattress.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Brave thou see lost your leave.
You're not getting through me.
Yeah, get him.
You're not getting through me.
Ha! Got him.
Alright.
Of course.
No
Sneaky
problem.
time. Day 2, we've completed our measurements of the machine. Thanks to his youthful agility, further examination requires to discover an extended use.
Hey,
Get the wizard. Get the rogue.
Varathis! Hey,
By now the skeletal fighter.
Ha! Got him.
Nice.
all right then.
There we go. Scroll paralyze.
Let's keep quiet.
Come on, rogue. Just
Hey.
monies? Okay. I'm cool with that. Just monies. Looks like it's active, wherever it is. An attack hits a target to inflict damage. It is usually reduced by damage reduction. An appropriate damage type. Let's see here.
Look at this.
Hey, you're not getting through. You're not getting through me.
There's a good hit.
Leave it to me.
Dead on.
Brave thou lost your leave.
Get those ghouls. Let's go ahead and do this to for him. There we go.
Your thoughts must
Hey.
flow deep.
You're not getting through me.
Dead on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what's here. Scroll.
No problem. Let's go.
Hey.
Brave thou lost your leave.
Leave it to me.
What's this ring? Arcane dampener. +1 intelligence. Sure, we'll take that. It's a ring, right? Set this up to high to low. +2 perception. Ring. Minor spell binding. Very interesting. It's definitely for a wizard. Okay.
Leave.
It's to go further up. What's this? Day 11. Finally got out of the tower and cleared our heads. Beasts take the patron. We finished the study of our own terms, our own time. Just as I said, trying as much to Trigon, the sky came to life and stayed lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only a cure for a good night's sleep.
Hey. Hey.
So nothing there, nothing there. Anything else? Sure. Work of his company guide. Scroll contains pink and ink. Corrosive measures. Indicating the machine's purpose. Machine continues to pulsate with power. Let's keep going. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Let's talk to him. The man hunches over a strange mechanism. His spine is sharp, ridges rising from the arched back. He barely clothed in filthy rags. And the patches of skin you see are molten green. A spoiled tinge emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. He turns to see you, snarls and scurries behind the Ebron pedestal. Only his bared teeth seems to have escaped decayed. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, and they flicker with intelligence. He averts his eyes and holds his hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Who and what are you?
15 years at Brackenbury. 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer.
Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Stick to the present. When did this disaster start?
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
Interesting. As exciting as a prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that given mention on the machine and the masked figure both, there's another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Where to go? That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
You do seem like you know a thing or two about flies. Slow down. What does this machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick. Yes. Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine. It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Heritage shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Okay. Wait, runes. The Gameth runes? She can read them? She speaks of this feat so blatantly. Let's talk instead about this Hadron. Okay. I'd pick her thoughts any time. She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. There was a stranger in our tower that night. This happened.
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. He laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
Not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply. I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
I'll get the words from Kronos.
Yes, Acantha. She was here, in the district. Probably here still, always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
They're saying that Rika is about feeding sharks. Don't do this, Lucan. If nothing else, you're liable to lose a hand. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need to be strong. Stall, let's go down to level 1. It's not the right... Oh. Should have gone all the way to the bottom, I guess. Sorry, guys. Oops there. Oops there. We'll just take the long way, I guess. Give them something to eat, huh? I don't like that idea. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to feed the undead if I don't have to. Something to keep them sharp. I think not. Let's go. I figure one or the other is going to turn on me. Okay, well, whatever. Flesh, huh? Alright, let's go talk to her. The dead. Let's go talk.
You return. What have you come seeking this time?
Need the words to operate the Geth machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel a hot core of pride smoldering in the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Humble her now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more certainly. Your words fan the strange coals of our burning soul. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, The way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass. To melt them down for raw essence. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know.
Why would the Ethernet wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation. But they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error.
Yeah.
Perhaps this was one such experiment.
You seem to know a lot about the
I
Teth.
read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
How do you operate the machine atop?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into her shape. Here. I have a specimen in plenty, time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it all for yourself? Tell her, Lucan. Entire language at your fingertips, and she hides it away. Extinguish her pride. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the quelling, massing burn. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animancer in the history. And who will be known? Hoarding knowledge is pointless. A burning thing roars in life. Nothing is more important. We gather and study, and through it transcends 1,000 insectoid lives brought to us. And who will know of it? And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it's abated. All I've learned, years of studying the Gwyneth language, no one understands it better than me, counting. Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. Pride hisses and stutters, a little more than embers now. You're wrong. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it, and that will give me something. Teach me what you know, and I'm sure that it will grow with and your legacy lives on. The words finally quelch her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond, hard rock. You cast it away, and there it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Close your dry text on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, and they are no longer just a picture. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from the past life, long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Leslie has shown you, and you know their sounds and their meanings and how they fit together. Language of Githans once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge, then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
A speaker of dead tongues now, and so he surpasses 100 frustrating scholars in a matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you look at a few books from me. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels will still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
You said that the other towers around Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would Githania wanted to do this? Another mystery. Hypothetically, there is the wish. The real question is always why. To intermix them in the way a player shuffles his deck in a variety. Explain how the control word works. Understanding the Paraterra is the understanding of what it is designed to do and know the words and their meaning. You can speak to them, and the tower shall obey. Remind me how much you know about them? Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps they built it like no other machine like this one. That's all, thanks. Alright. See, I told you I had no need for that guy. It's going up to the top floor. Alright, we're going to complete this quest. I will see you folks in the next video. Bye.